I've wrestled with some deep questions throughout my life. I'm a millennial. I'm a skeptic. I was born the oldest son of a pastor. I was steeped in the Christian faith and Christian thought in Sunday school. And in the fullest attempt to honor God, I've asked Him and my faith some really tough questions over my 30-plus years walking with Him. I hear these tough questions being asked by others, and frankly, I've not shied away from speaking on the topics, but I have in nearly all cases waited to be asked prior to speaking. I've heard these questions inside the walls of the church. I've heard these questions in the streets. I've met some of these questioners. I've reasoned with some. I've studied in some really cool places. And here's what I found. I found the Son of God, clothed in human flesh, who'd come to save me from my sins. I found Him in places where I looked for Him and places where I didn't. I found Him in pain and suffering. I found Him on mountaintops. I found Him in some of the holiest places on earth. I find Him in the faces of my wife and children. I find Him in the sounds and explosions of nature. I find His footprints, His fingerprints, and the echo of His voice were everywhere, and demanded that I address the evidence. What if Jesus is who He says He was? And what if He did what He said He did? I don't intend to give a series of lectures. I don't intend to debate or take down any individual or line of thought or reasoning. I want to be a tour guide to show you who I found, the risen Savior, promised in Israel's scriptures, written about in the New Testament, and alive today and on the throne of the universe, Jesus.